saw it going around. Some artist did a thing. That's Mount Susitna. That's Sleeping Lady. They did a Photoshop to make it look like a sleeping lady in the ground. And then all these people are like, oh wow, you see, I told you the giants were here. And sure, maybe that's true, but that's a lie. They just had you claiming that a lie is the truth, and you're so excited about it. And so now, the next time you come around with your, I'm so excited about this thing we found, everybody's like, yeah, really? Is it another giant? Is it another giant? Oh. The earth is flat. That's real. But it's so fucking crazy because none of the people will let you show anybody. You show somebody and, okay, now 2 people know. Now 150 million people know. But still, who's the one that is telling everybody else? All the people, you have to especially want to accept this knowledge. I'm sure there's tons and tons of people that want to accept this knowledge, that want this knowledge. But those aren't the people that vote and make all these decisions. There's people like, they see this big group and they're like, all I gotta do is get the group to say this. And the group's stupid, so I can get the group to say anything I want the group to say. There'll be some people that say the truth and try to save the group, but what the fuck could they do if the group loves me? If the group thinks that I'm gonna bring them all the shit and they don't have to do nothing, fuck yeah, the group loves me. So, I don't know, maybe that's going on. Maybe the media is making everybody all the stupid masses, and it is your fault. That's what they say. It's your fault. You didn't learn anything. I'd say it's your fault and your parents' fault. Your parents don't want you to know anything different than them, because then that would put them below you, beneath you. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But very few people's parents are teaching their children anything different than what they thought. Just a updated version of it. It's weird that there's like documentation of all the stuff that people are saying. It's all written down. And everybody's like, oh, I don't believe you. Oh, you got it written down right there? Okay, well, it doesn't mean what you think it means. It means something else. They just keep changing it. Oh, what I believe is this? Oh, well, that's the best we knew back then. Oh, there's somebody saying it already? Oh, Alex Jones, I saw him on Tucker Carlson. I think I started talking about this the other day. They're trying to get the people, because the people are waking up. They're trying to get them. They're trying to get them. I don't know. Do you care? Should you care? Do I care? Should I care? I don't know. I'm thinking I don't care. And you know, whether it's a big group of people that think they live on a ball, or if it's a big group of people that think that there's lizard people against us, I mean, does it really matter? Is one of them better than the other for me to live underneath? You know, got all these people. It keeps. You start trying to. Now I'm gonna flip flop. I'm gonna flip flop right here in front of y'all, because it always comes back to this for me. Am I supposed to find out that it's a game? You can't win the game because the game is designed to be the game. If you want to win the game, you have to not play the game. You have to end the game. If there's other people playing the game and you're not playing the game, then you're still subject to the game. It's if there's no fucking matter, if everything is just a portion of what it really is and we can only see a little bit of it, I mean, imagine you don't think nothing of the ants. Sure, there's a movie about ants having a life and all that, but what if at some level we're ants? And yeah, nothing you do really matters, does it? Well, there might stop to be ants. Well, it happens a lot, doesn't it? Oh, this is hard to walk in. You should have worn my, what are they called? Snowshoes. I was thinking the beach would be better than this. You see what I mean? I used to come down here every day to be a fucking trail, and I'd walk down the trail and I'd usually break it most of the time, but then you come back the next day and lots of people have been walking on the trail, but I don't come here, and I don't come here for like a month, and I don't walk on the beach. There's no fucking trail here. There's no trail here. So why the fuck is nobody coming to the beach when I don't come to the beach? You guys only come to the beach for me? Weird. It's just an observation. I'm making no statement besides the fact that there's no fucking trail. Am I wrong? There's no fucking trail. If I want to be devil's advocate, we can remember just a couple days ago, I was saying there's no fucking ice out there. Where's all the ice? So this is all brand new. It looks like it's been here forever because it's all so ugly and dirty. But I think this is probably here from last night. Or yesterday and last night. Because down there it's all slush. All of these ice things have fresh snow on top of them. So maybe people come here. Maybe not. Here's those big cement things that we see. They got all these they got all these people like movie stars and reporters and, you know, famous people, politicians, stuff like that, stuff that people know because they've been in front of your face forever. And then people give me so much flack for this, so go ahead if you want. I probably will say something back to you if you say something about it. But Donald Trump was born a woman. Donald Trump, born a woman. Biden was born a woman. They switch both roles. When the person's being born, I don't know. I would imagine that they don't know that it's going to be the president. They don't know that that's going to be the way that we're still controlled by the time that thing gets older. It's just, and I don't believe in like God and Jesus Christ and Satan. I do believe in a creator, but I mean, they're not that powerful if they're letting all this suffering go on. I mean, either that or, I mean, where's this line between Satan and God? But anyways, let's not get distracted. Because if God created Satan, he must have done it just to bring suffering into the world. If he brought suffering into the world, I guess that creates the ability to be good because you're not creating suffering. But I mean, what was it? Just nothing before? Why does there have to be suffering? Come on! You guys are pissing me off. Anyways, I think I just got myself lost. So we're here though. We're here. Okay, let's go back a little bit further. Donald Trump. Oh, okay, there we go. I'm back on track. Go back to the beginning and you find your trail again. And I was saying I don't know why they do it. If I don't believe in that, then there's a good chance that it's not a real thing. It's just something that somebody made up. These people are making stuff up for us to believe so that we support their thing all the time. So they know about that tactic. Make something up and have them worship it type of thing, you know? So, what, do they think that it just couldn't be Satan? Satan couldn't be this made up thing for them to all kind of get behind and push on? You know? Team effort type thing, praise Satan. That's what supposedly they're doing. Like all of this stuff and all of this stuff, the 666, the devil's horns, all those things, whatever, the bull's horn, I don't know what the fuck it's supposed to be, Moloch's pointy ears, I don't know. Let's burn a baby type of thing. What the fuck is that? I mean, so okay, so well, I wanna make Satan happy, so I'm gonna make my little kid opposite of whatever it is, because that's the way Satan likes it. He likes this duality stuff or whatever. So, it's born a boy, make it a girl, give it some tits. I think as of now, I think that, I don't think that they're making pussies and dicks on things, but maybe they are in secret, I don't know. They're called hermaphrodites, and they say that they're born that way, but what if they're created? That's like a special bloodline of, you know, dicks and pussies. Yeah, I don't know. I was talking about the transgender thing with my mom, and she's really not against it, but just dragging her feet. Like, no, why? You know, all this kind of stuff. It couldn't be that much, type of thing. The normal gambit of all the things that we go through. But my mom likes mystery shows. Well, she used to. Neither of us watch TV anymore. But she'd watched CSI and, you know, Law and Order, things like that. And they dig up some bones. That was the name of a TV show too. Bones. And come to find out, you could tell so much, basically everything, by the skeletal structure. So much so that we can build murder cases upon the findings. We can identify bodies. And they don't just stop there. They go with other means of identification. Sometimes it's the only one. But they like to have checks and balances. So, in the times that it's been verified through other means, that verifies it. So, what's that tell you? Tells you that they know the difference between a man's skeleton and a woman's skeleton, a male skull and a female skull. They know the difference between that. They grow different ways because they go on different bodies. Because even though they look similar, kind of like a black person and a white person, they look really similar. But they have slight characteristics that are different. And so do black men and black women. They have differences. It's a known thing. Is it a trait? Is it a born-in trait? Can we breed women with male skulls? Can we breed that? Can we make that happen so that we have a real sturdy frame that we can have, you know, go through a very hostile environment and possibly at some time carry a child? I don't know. Sounds like a pretty good endeavor, smart endeavor. If you were thinking of a group of people as a group of people instead of individuals, it would be quite all right to come on, I can't go into that. It would be quite all right to breed certain flowers together. It wouldn't be oppressive at all because you're in care of those flowers. And so if you're cattle as a citizen of some nation, of some whatever group of people, and you're owned and cared for by those people, and they have this relationship with you kind of like you're the cattle, then they can do things to you. Is it really oppression? I guess it is oppression because you don't really have anything told opposite of you. Sure, yeah, you can get ahead if you pledge your allegiance. If you jump through all the hoops, you can get a good sum of money and live quite comfortably over other people. You probably get pretty good at even just glossing over that fact that you are where you are at the at the deception of other people. You made all those good deals where you came out ahead. Nobody was striving for a fair deal where I give you a fair amount of chickens and you give me a fair amount of gold. But there's different uses for different things, so how can you put things in different uses? How worthwhile is it to have eggs, and how worthwhile is it to have jewelry? Okay, but instead of jewelry, let's say I'm making life-saving equipment with having fine pieces and needing good conductivity. Do you need to have a chicken's egg when you don't even really need to do that? But if you're dead, if this life-saving equipment saves your life, now the gold's more important than the eggs, because you don't need to eat eggs if you're dead. But you don't need to save yourself from being dead if you're dead because you didn't eat eggs. We gotta figure out, do you need to eat eggs? But still, what I'm saying is, things have different worth for different people, and the same people even at different times. Right now, a bathtub means nothing to me. I mean, it absolutely means nothing to me. I don't want a bathtub. 100, well, let's just call it $1 billion flying right there. 2 fighter jets. You zoom in more and the resolution is so crappy you can't see them. They're right there in the center of the frame. You might be able to see it better here. They're circling around by the peak right there. Now they're flying back this way. The other one is right there. And there's Guru taking a nap. Mount Susitna. So they got old Tucker Carlson pushing Donna Trump. Donna Trump. Donna. It's really strange. I don't know. I try to watch movies because I like stories. But all the movies are full of... I watched one that I really enjoyed, and it's a Jules Verne book, Journey to the Center of the Earth or something like that. And I've seen the old movies. The old ones are kind of lame because of the technology that they have. But they're pretty good too, because of the ideas. I mean, it's a good story. Anyways, the newer one. Come on! One of the newer ones. Dude! With Brendan Fraser. I mean, how could I be positive? I'm not positive. But damn, that dude looks like a girl. Looks like a girl, fucking total. With his little squinchy face. Big white hips. Short arms, short muscular arms. He looks like a girl gorilla. Girl gorilla, Gorilla girl. Looks like a gorilla girl. Gorilla girl. Gorilla girls. Gorilla girls. Oh, motherfucker. He's down. Here we are. At the end again. My girlfriend, she's at the end. She is starting to cry. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe go on like a booster in the sun. My dog is so much fun. He doesn't eat beets. He has no sheets. He doesn't even ask why. Big plane. Where you going, plane? Ah, the snow went down my shirt. It looks like God's face right there. Sorry, dude. I guess you are real. Well, I never said you weren't real. I said I don't believe in you the way that they all talk. Can you guys see it? There's an eye right there and right there. And the nose comes down and then the mouth is right here. It's really distorted. Here's the shape of the face. Let's try and investigate God. It looks like a man. Here's the chin down here. It's a nice wide chin with the nose. Deep set eyes, because you can't see the bulbs of the eyes, you just see the sockets. Yep. I just transvestigated God, and it's a man. Sorry, guys. All you ladies thinking it's a girl. Oh. If I was a girl and I just transvestigated her up in the sky in the clouds, would she become a woman? God's transgender. So we should all transgender ourselves to be more like God. But wait a second, God is us. And everybody says, oh, maybe that's it. We come back as a whole. They say that I don't believe it and I don't disbelieve it. It's just something that somebody said and I'm repeating it. Maybe it's going to happen, maybe it's not. Maybe it's happening because somebody's making it happen because they heard that it happens this way. And they want everybody to think that it's going to happen so that they can all have the thought that it's going to happen and we can all make it happen. Do you understand that? Does anybody out there understand what I just said? I mean, I know it sounds like crazy fucking talk, doesn't it? It sounds like jibber-jabbish. And I realize I don't have teeth in my head right now, so maybe that's making it. It sounds just like me in my head. I can hear a little bit of slurring, but man, it's not so much that people shouldn't be able to understand me. I don't think people want to understand me. You see, I think I do this on purpose because it has to be broken down. You can't understand me, the things that I'm trying to tell you. Well, you can, and you will no matter what. But you have to try to understand it in the way that I say it, the way that I think about it. You can't hear the words that I'm saying and understand it in a way that you want to understand it. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to relay an understanding. This is the way that I understand it. And so if you manipulate it and change it into the way that you understand that I understand it, do you understand? It's not going to work. You're not going to have the idea that I have. especially if you don't like me. Great. Now whether or not I like you or not comes into the equation. Fuck yeah it does. Fuck yeah it does. If you don't like me, then it's an uphill battle, right? You really gotta work hard to win me over because I don't like you. I already don't like what you've done. It's an example of what you are. Yeah, but you're looking at it in the way that you want to look at it to get you the opportunity to say that you don't like me. So we create these things that we don't like. Out of things that we could like it or we could not like it. Weird. The whole thing really doesn't feel like we're figuring anything out. But by figuring it out, like to an end where we can, well, it does feel like we are figuring it out. I can't do that, remember? We went down there. Good girl. If you just turned it off, and went away, what would happen to the story? The story's probably already been done. So it's just like you just didn't watch the end of it. When I said I don't watch TV, I watch TV that I've watched in the past, sitcoms, and whether or not they're good or bad for me or whatever, I use them in the way that I use them. I don't feel like explaining it so much right now, but watch them over and over and over again. I like certain parts of it, of an episode. Maybe I'll watch a different part, but I'll think of the one part. You just use them kind of as a cue. Oh, that's what they sound like again. Okay, yeah. That's what it looks like when they make that face. And I don't know. Fast forward and do all that. Sometimes you just stop it, and I never finish it. I just start over. I don't feel like doing that part. What if it's just an idea that we live these lives? You have all these memories of things that you did, and it's like a character. There's parameters. Whoa! Fun. There's parameters that when you play Max's abilities and the things that his path that he goes through in the game is set, but you can experience this emotional setup in any fashion that you see fit. I mean, I don't know how to say it, but what if there's like, so we talk about consciousness and we're all one, but what if there's like 30 different consciousness playing me right now, inside me right now? Wouldn't that be weird? And it's like, this is just one of them, and this is the path. If you take the Max path, then you're gonna meet Eric DeBay, and you're gonna meet Mary and Patrick and Paul and everybody who was so many different people along the way. But maybe you stop. Maybe this is boring. This part right here isn't your favorite part. You just fast forward it. Go and do the other part. But how would the character would never know. The character would never even know that it's done it before. Every time is a brand new time. You would be in hell if you remembered all the times that you have lived this life. If your character remembered every single fucking time, you would know. You would know that you're gonna murder that guy. You're gonna do that horrible thing to that other guy. You're gonna lose this wonderful thing that you had, this beautiful friendship with every animal that you've ever came in the meeting with. Everything that you know is gonna be gone over and over and over again. It's not a punishment unless you want it to be a punishment. Why would you want it to be a punishment? So it's probably, I guess it's so opposite of the way that we've been led to lead our lives in this existences. Trusting. You can't trust. You have to do it yourself. And if you don't do it yourself, then you're going to be taken advantage of. Well, that's the hard part, because you just got to trust and just do your life. What if every day I just wake up, I don't really feel like I have to do anything. I just wake up and then the things are there in front of me. I don't know. I don't really want to do anything. It all just seems so fake. It's like, want to build a go-kart? Alright. Well, I could imagine how I'd build a go-kart. I would do this and that, and ooh, if I had the money, I'd just buy this and that, and then I'd do this or that. If I didn't want to spend the money, I could just make that thing. Somebody else invented it, but I could copy it. I could make that, and wow. And then what would I do with the go-kart? Oh, I'd ride it around. People would see me riding it around, and they'd want a go-kart, and I'd be like, you don't have a go-kart? Oh, it's so easy to make. And they would think I was so special because I had a go-kart and they didn't. And then I would help them make a go-kart, and then they would have a go-kart too. We'd ride go-karts together. It would be so much fun. And then there'd be something else that they were interested in, and I'd never see them again. And I would say, they used me. But it was all for me in the beginning. It was all for me in the middle. And it all happened to me at the end. The whole thing was me. I didn't even do it. We just had like a life thing where, that could, for some people, that could take years. A whole lifetime of friendship and doing things together, and then they're gone. I just imagined it. You want to add some stuff in? Remember the time that you went to the house and the chicken wasn't all the way cooked and everybody got diarrhea? There you go. Extra bonus feature. We rode our bikes to that bridge. No, I'm lying. I'm making all of this up. I've ridden my bike to a bridge, so it's pretty fucking easy to do. To understand, well, what does a person do with a bike? Well, they go somewhere. Where's somewhere that you've been? You've been to a bridge. Yeah, okay, so you rode your bike to the bridge. I invented this story. I'm making a copyright on riding your bike to the bridge story. These lost it again. These are I'm sorry, but you know what? These are the videos I'm the most proud of. The ones where I start to talk like this. You guys would have so much fun if we were friends for real. Or maybe you wouldn't. I don't know. Maybe everybody would just hate me like everybody already does. But they hate us because they ate us. They hate us in the anus. Ooh. That sounds really painful. Hate us in the anus. Hate me because they ate me. They ate me. Eat me. Man in Black. You don't know. You don't know me. I'm a crazy motherfucker from around the world. Oops, you're dead. They just fucking surprise attack. A big ass fucking jet. I'd hear that a mile away. No you wouldn't. You wouldn't hear that shit until it was right above you. Shooting you with laser beams. What's going on? We're stuck on the beach. Come on, please. What are you doing? Oh, I'm getting so fucking hot. Some hard work. Let's take your glove off. Ooh. Nice. It's because there's fucking dog leashes. Squeezing the shit out of me. I got coats. Coats on coats. Oh, come on, Zipper. Come on, Zipper. Got another zipper. Hold on. Bear with me, I'm fucking melting in here. Oh. Whew. Instant change. Now I'm cold. Hold on, let me put my gloves back. No, I'm just kidding. Come on, up here. I'm trying to walk over something and you're pulling me every left and right. Trying to walk up a hill and you don't pull me at all. Pull! 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 Pull, bitch! God damn it. And then we gotta pretend like, oh, I didn't know. I didn't know. You didn't know. It's just a coincidence. You pull me downhill and I pull you uphill. Fuck off. That's just a coincidence. Look at these guys. They know. See how smart dogs are? They know. They know there's a bunch of holes around here. They don't want to break those little legs of theirs. So they're cautious. Holy crap. The city or whoever the fuck, the wastewater people, put all these boulders in here. It's fucking dangerous. They're gonna be hurting people. They got a trail built onto it, and then it just dead ends. Here you go. You're on top of the boulder field. Climb down. Climb down off the boulders. When I was a kid, we were climbing on the boulders next to the railroad tracks. Same scenario as these. You used to hold the embankment in. And a boulder rolled over on my friend's leg, and we were too small to move it. We had to go get this big guy, an adult, and he helped us out. There's a person up there, so I gotta get the dogs. Come here! Come here! Go! Come over here! Come here right now! Come here! Come here! Come here! What's going on your nose? Is that dirt? I think it's dirt. Where are you going?